Hi, welcome to Chris Cook for You Too. Tonight I'm going to be doing jambalaya. Now it looks like it's a complicated dish, but it's really not complicated. It's very easy. You do have quite a few ingredients, but I think that if you tried it, your family would truly enjoy it. Let's get started with the ingredients that you will need. You're going to need, of course, the rice, chicken broth, crushed tomatoes. This is infused garlic oil, but you don't have to use garlic olive oil. You can use any kind you want, whether it be vegetable or be canola. It doesn't matter. You can use that. Here we have garlic cloves. I have something that that's similar to making gumbo. You got pretty much the Trinity, everything that's in the Trinity right here. So you got green peppers, orange peppers, yellow peppers, red peppers. Here is some red onion and some celery. You're going to chop all of that up. Back here you have chicken, because chicken goes in it, as well as sausage, and so does shrimp. And everything, you want to cut up your sausage and you want to cut up your chicken into bite-sized pieces. It was best to use chicken breast, but I like the juicier meat, so I'm using chicken thighs and a little bit of chicken breast for this. Then you're going to need your seasonings for it. You have thyme, paprika, oregano. I had to make sure I could remember. And then you have garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper. And back here you have some cayenne pepper. Now cayenne pepper goes in it, but I'm not going to use it because my dishes have to be kid friendly. So these are the ingredients that you're going to need, and I'll meet you at the stove. Be right back. Okay, now I'm at the stove and I'm heating up some oil, so I'm going to go ahead and saute up my vegetables. Now in my vegetables I have all of my peppers, along with my celery. In goes my onions and everything I've already chopped up. And as always, your ingredients will be listed in the description box, along with how much you should use. So I'm going to saute them up. Now I haven't added in the garlic yet, or the jalapeno, and in the jalapeno pepper I de-seeded that. If you want to get heat, you're going to take it from your red pepper, but as I stated, I can't do it with red pepper because mine has to be kid friendly. This is a good dish. I think that if you try it, you're truly going to enjoy it. I put in about 2 tablespoons of oil, of the infused oil. So I'm going to go ahead right now and I'm going to add in that's my jalapeno pepper. Alright. And then I'm going to put in the garlic as well. Now I'm going to go away and I'm going to allow this to just saute up for maybe about 3 minutes. And then when I finish with that, I'll bring you back and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. Be right back. Okay, now this is sauteing up nicely, and it's beginning to turn translucent, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in my chicken. Now you're not trying to cook this chicken until it's done, but what you are trying to do is to get it from this pink color over to a color where all of it is basically turned white. I'm going to allow this to cook for maybe about, 10 minutes. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my sausage to the pot. But you want this to turn from this pink color to a white color. So what I'll do is I'll bring you back. That'll be about 10 minutes and I'll bring you back. And then I'll show you what this looks like. And then we'll go ahead, add the sausage and allow it to cook for another 2-3 minutes, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients and we'll put the top on it. This is a 1-pot meal. And those are the kind you like because there's not a lot of cleanup when it comes to that. Now I'm going to add 2 bay leaves, and I didn't tell you that, but I will put it in the description box. I'm going to add them when we get ready to move to the stage where we add the rice and then everything begins to kind of flavor off of each other. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add that. So I'll let you know at that time, but I'll bring you back once this chicken turns colored. And right now it's smelling really, really good. I'll be right back. Okay, now if you've looked, all of my chicken has gone from that pink color to an actual color like the white, or, you know, that's the best way that I see to describe it. It's not done yet, but that pink is all gone off, okay? So now it's going to move to being, you know, starting to really cook where it can get done. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add these sausage, and I added just a little bit more sausage to mine, but it only required just 1 roll. And I'm going to just allow this to cook for about 2 minutes, and then I'm going to bring you back when I get ready to add all of the last ingredients, including the bay leaf, and then we're going to put the top on it. I'll bring you back. I'm going to give this about 2 minutes worth of cooking, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's about 2 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead, give this one last simple stir, and man, it smells delicious in here. Now, the last ingredient I'm going to add is going to be the shrimp, but that's going to be the last 5 minutes of cooking, maybe 5 to 7 minutes of cooking. So I'm going to go ahead, for the sake of time, I mixed all of my seasonings together, so I'm going to go ahead and add all of my seasonings to this. Then I'm going to get just a little quick stir. And then I'm going to add in my crushed tomatoes. And I'm going to add in my chicken broth. But what I'm doing is, instead of adding water, I'm kind of swishing it around in the used dishes that I have. Okay. And now I'm going to add in this rice, which I have sitting over here. And this is 2 cups of rice. But again, I say your ingredients will be listed. I'm doing the same kind of swish that I see it did for the tomatoes to get all of my rice out. Because anybody that's been following me, y'all know I don't believe in throwing out nothing. So I'm going to add in that rice. And I'm going to put in the rest of my chicken broth. Now my rice has a chance to cook. All of my ingredients have a chance to kind of feed off of each other as far as flavor is concerned. Last 2 things I'm going to add in is the bay leaves. Now, I want to tell you something. Every 4 or 5 minutes, to keep this from sticking, you want to go in and make certain that you want to stir it to make certain that your ingredients, especially your rice, is not sticking to the bottom. And at the very end, you want to do a taste test to make sure that you're not lacking anything, which I doubt if you would. You know, if you follow my description or you followed my tutorials, you're going to get the same results that I get if you do what I do. And I have no problem with people following me, because they always telling me, oh, this dish came out good, it came out this way, that way. The only way that could happen so many times is if you're doing exactly what I did, you're going to get the exact same results that I get. So it's at this point that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the top on this, and I'm going to cut this on simmer, and I'm going to allow it to simmer for 20 minutes, and I'm going to come back and stir it like every 5 minutes. The last 5 minutes, maybe 5-7 minutes of cooking, I'll bring you back. That's when I'll add the shrimp, and then we're allowed to go 7 more minutes, cut it off, and then we're going to have a good eat. So I'll bring you back and show you what that looks like. Be right back. Okay, now I'm back, and I'm about 8 minutes from this being done. So you want to make certain that you still see how I'm doing that. I'm not stirring in my pot. Okay, I'm just making certain that nothing is actually sticking down there. So it's at this point that I'm going to go ahead and add my shrimp. And I'm going to put the top on it, and I'm going to fold it. See what I'm doing? I'm really burying my shrimp so my shrimp can go ahead and cook off of really no heat pretty much. Because that's what it's going to be. Okay, so it's now I'm going to get my fluffiness and everything that I need to finish out this dish. So, I'm going to cover this dish. There. I'm going to cover this dish and I'm going to let it set. Okay, I'm going to cut it off in 5 minutes because it's almost done, but I'm going to let it sit for a good 10 minutes after so that my rice can go ahead and fluff up. And then I'm going to bring you back and show you what it actually looks like. It took, once you do all of the prepping, it takes you maybe about 45 minutes to get through the cooking process. But it's a good dish, so don't, take it lightly. I think you will enjoy it. One question that I did want to answer, people may ask me, why did I use purple onions as opposed to using white onions? Purple onions is sweeter, and it has a more profound taste in a dish, so I chose to use it. But you can use white onions if that's your choice. But I chose to use it because I needed that sweetness that it brings to the dish. I didn't want it to be too strong. So that's my reasoning, my logic behind that, so that I don't get a lot of questions in the comments as to why I use one onion, over the other. Simple dish to make, a lot of ingredients, but I think you truly will enjoy it if you try it. So I'll bring you back after about 15 minutes, 5 minutes. I'm going to allow it to continue to cook. And then the last 10 minutes, I'm just going to let it sit with the top on it so that my rice will have a chance to be savory. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm back and it has set. It cooked for the 5 minutes and it is set for 10 minutes. So I'm going to lift this pot top, and there you have it. Now you can rake your rice if that's what you choose to do, but I'm going to go ahead and dish right in because I've tasted this and this is fantastic. It is really good. I think that if you try this, you are truly going to enjoy it, and so will your family. So that's what Chris has for you tonight. I am making jambalaya, and look at the shrimp. After the shrimp was buried, they came out real good. There was no problem with the shrimp, no problem with the meal. This is just something that I had a taste for, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let my viewers in on it because I didn't have a post, and I'm trying to take out I'm taking out so when I show the actual picture you can see as many parts of the meat as you can. But that's what Chris has for you tonight. I'm making jambalaya, and I'll show you a screenshot of this before I close out the video, which will be in a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm my own camera person, and there you can see it. You can see the shrimp, you can see some of the chicken, you can see the sausage as well, and all of the other ingredients that was actually put in the pot. And when you move from pot to plate, there it is. Chris is making jambalaya, and I'm telling you, it is a great dish. I have tried it, And I truly, truly know that I'm going to enjoy this meal. So if you do what I do, you're going to get the same results as I get. This wasn't posted, so I want to make certain that I put jambalaya online. And as always, thank you for watching. Chris Cook for you too. Bye. Please follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Chris Cook for you too. And don't forget to share this video. Bye.